Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today I am going to be showcasing a new mod. Back in November of 2024, I covered a mod that was inspired by bundles adding Toolbags to the game. And I never released that just because I was waiting for 1.21.4 to make a lot of changes. And today, that mod is now going to be released. So in front of us, we have all the different versions of the tool bag, which if I quickly just grab one of them, this is what the tool bag looks like, and if I quickly just empty it, you can see it can hold up to 4 non-stackable items. So unlike the current bundle, it can hold up to 64 items that stack. The tool bag can only hold items that cannot stack. Now this is all the different versions of it. So you have the normal one, and then you have one for each color in the game. Now there is also this one right here, which is the dyed tool bag. And this works a bit differently to the others. Now the function of it is still the same. It can only hold up to 4 non-stackable items. But the difference with this one is it can be tinted any single color, kind of like how leather armor can. So if I just grab a few different dyes and then I throw this into the crafting table with the dyes, you can see it slowly tints depending on the dyes in there. And now I can obviously use this to hold stackable items. So if I quickly just grab myself a mace and throw that in there, you can see it fills 1/4. I just want to interrupt this video to say that if you are enjoying, do leave a like and subscribe, as it does really help out, and it also inspires making more mods like this one. But also, if you're interested in the Moo Bloom mob, then I have made a mod that makes it so it's possible to add data-driven variants. The mod will be linked in the description, and if you are not aware what data-driven variants are, it's basically variants that you can add with data packs and resource packs. So within the mod, you can add your own custom variants for any type of block within the game. But once again, there's more on that in the video that's linked in the description. Let's jump straight back to the Toolbags video. Now along with this, we have also added a dyed bundle, which once again, this works exactly the same as a normal bundle. But it can once again be tinted with different dyes. So if you want a bundle of any color, then that is something you can do with this one. But you can still get the 16 Minecraft ones if you would like as well. Now how the dyed versions are crafted, they are crafted like so. So any tool bag in the center, then any 4 dyes, and then 4 iron nuggets. The bundles are the same, just with a bundle in the center instead. And then tool bags are crafted like so. This is the old bundle recipe, and I think this is quite fair for how OP these are. And then the dyed versions are exactly the same as the bundles. It is literally just one tool bag with any color of dye, depending on the color you want. Now, let me quickly just show you how these work before we jump to some other things. So they can hold items that do not stack. So if I quickly just grab 4 of them, we already have the totem in there, so we're going to keep that. Let's also grab another totem, and let's grab a wolf armor. So if I now throw this in here, you will see that they go into each slot. One thing about them, they do not stack, which was a bug that I did encounter back in November. So for example, if you put 2 totems in, the totems of Undying would stack together and show 2. And just like bundles, you can select any item and drag that item out. So you can see if I want the iron horse armor, I can select that. It does also show a visual above the bundle, and I can take the iron horse armor out. Now as for what can be inserted in here, this is a list of everything that can be inserted. Now obviously the swords and tools down here, it's every single version. So I've just put wood in there because putting wood, gold, iron, diamond, netherite would take up a lot of space. Same with the armors, it's all the different armor types, so diamond, gold, chainmail, netherite. They can also go in, and you can see anything that has variants works, like horse armor. Then we also have potions work inside of it. We also have banner patterns, enchantment books, suspicious shoes, music discs. Now this diamond up here, I've put this diamond up here because this diamond is not like other diamonds. This diamond cannot stack. And the reason for this is if you was to grant yourself a custom item, so let's quickly just do this. So if I was to grant myself an oak log and add the item component of max stack size and set this to 1, if I was to grant myself this would be able to go inside of a tool bag. So if I quickly just grab one and I insert it in, you can see it's now been entered. But if this max stack size is any higher than 1, it will not be able to go in the bundle. So you can also, if you're using this with data packs, you can also adjust certain items to make them insertable into the tool bags. Now as for customizable options, we currently have 2. That's the first one is, does tooltip show advanced item info? And I'll show you what that means in a second. By default, this will be set to true, but within the configs, you can change this to false if you would like. And then we have tool bag capacity, which is by default set to 4, and this is the amount of items the tool bag can hold. Now, you can adjust this, but for balancing reasons, I would definitely recommend you don't do that. But you can always change it to anything between 0 and 99. So for example, for testing purposes, I'm just going to set this to 12. So we'll be able to put 12 non-stackable items inside of the tool bag. So the tooltip customizable option, when you have a item inside of a bundle and you select it with this set to true, it will show you the item information, like for example this enchantment book is showing the enchantments. Now also, if I was to quickly just throw this mace in there and hover over this, you can see the mace is also showing the enchantments, the attack speed and all things like that. But if I was to quickly adjust this setting and set it to false, which I've now done, you can see it only shows the item name. Now the reason this option is a thing is because first of all, if you was to use these for enchantment books, you cannot see the enchantment name with this setting set to false. And you can also not see enchantments on things like tools. So if you was using a tool bag to hold a fortune pickaxe and a silk touch pickaxe, you wouldn't know the difference between the two unless you named them. So that is why we added this option. It's the same with potions. As you can see, it shows you the name of the potion, but it doesn't show you any of the stats. And once again, with this setting set back to true, you can see it now shows the potion stats as well as all the enchantments and things like that. So now let's quickly just show the other option, which is the capacity of the tool bags. First off, you can see the holds up to has now been changed. When we first showed them, that was 4. It's now been updated to say 12. And that is once again because we updated the config to hold 12 items. So the tooltip right here will update depending on what the config is set to. And if I was to now quickly just grab 12 items, which I guess I can do out of here, if I now start clicking, you'll be able to see that we'll be able to fit 12 items within this tool bag. Which you can see, we have 4, 8, and then 12. Now, one thing to note, it does also show the same as a normal bundle. So, for example, if I was to throw a 13th in here, I cannot currently because the maximum it can hold is 12. But if I was to set that higher than 12, it would then start filling up bonus lines. Which you can now see, I've now set the maximum capacity to 16 just to show you. And you can now see if I add another item, it then goes at +3. So the maximum items you can see within the inventory is 12. But once again, being able to hold 12 non-stackable items is quite overpowered. That's why we have set it to 4 by default. Once again, the configs are there so you guys can customize it if you want to within your own worlds. Now that is all this mod currently does. It just adds 18 tool bags to the game, one for each 16 colors, and then a normal version and also a dyed version. And then it also adds the dyed version of the bundle as well. Now, once again, this mod is something I was just messing around with to mess with the new item models and things. Now, if you do have any feedback or suggestions on how the mod could be made better, do let us know in the comments, as obviously feedback is always welcome. But anyway, that is it for this video. It's a very short one, just because the mod doesn't add that much. But it's a mod that I wanted to make for quite some time, and I think it fits into Minecraft quite well. But anyway, I'll see you guys in another one very soon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.